everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Raiders going up against the Titans.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down is Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play? No surprise watching Marshawn Lynch scatter bodies as he runs, but I remember doing games of his at Cal, and I remember the moves, the jump cuts, the elusiveness, as well as the strength.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. On is the punter King to send it away. This is fielded at the 7. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And now running right through it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. Get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Mariota on first down. He's got the rookie first-rounder Corey Davis. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, here's Henry. Oh, and now he bowls him over. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles. And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. Yeah. And you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Immediate dividends from their #1 pick, Charles. They expect, obviously, big things from him. And he's already starting to deliver. But here's the question I've got for you. Who gets the first football? Because, when you score your first touchdown in the NFL, they give you the ball, right? Right. Who's going to get it? Does it go to Mom?
Grandma? Wife? Girlfriend? Where does it go? High school coach? Who gets it?
Why isn't he putting that in his own trophy case?
Well, that would be a little bit selfish now, wouldn't it? What about all the people that helped him get there?
Well, what are you going to do, cut it up in 30 pieces?
Good point. He gets to keep it.
For these Raiders, as they head out on offense, the arrow, I think you'd agree, certainly pointing straight up this season, coming off their first playoff appearance since way back in Super Bowl 37.
And just think about how they've improved since the time they did draft Derek Carr to be their quarterback. But it wasn't just Derek Carr. Beefed up the offensive line, added some receivers, and got better and better on defense. Khalil Mack, hard to block in the NFL.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Here's Carr. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Throwing his Carr on third down. It finds Crabtree for the completion. Carr to Crabtree, good for a Raider first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now Carr throwing on second down. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper. First down, the run with Lynch. And some space here. Lynch busting free. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And this is going to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Sebastian Janikowski has fashioned quite a career. I wonder if he's just a little bit jealous, though, because Adam Vinatieri leads him in just about every category. That's the only guy ahead of him.
Yeah, he's second in points, field goals made, extra points made, you name it. But he still had a heck of a career.
A monster career, an incredible leg.
So the Titans get ready to take possession. Franchise which has missed the playoffs 8 straight years there in Nashville. But the arrow, I think it's pointing up. 9 wins last year, 5 of them against playoff teams, which was the most in the NFL.
I think the 9 wins was a surprise, but when you mention 5 against NFL playoff teams in 2016, that really tells you what got accomplished in Tennessee last year. They want to be a tough football team. They want to be a ground-based team on offense. They had to get better on defense. They did that in the offseason through some free agency, and then in the draft, they tried to help out their young quarterback, Marcus Mariota. Gave him Corey Davis, a wide receiver, in the first round. Gave him Taywan Taylor, a wide receiver, in the third round. And then on defense, Adoree Jackson, a cornerback who might play a little bit of offense for the Titans as well. They expect to make a huge run to try and wrest the AFC South crown away from Houston.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And Davis has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On 3rd down, Mariota going with a screen for Murray. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And Suckup will put this one right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 30. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 79 yards. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, his first ever touchdown in silver and black. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Well, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
No gain, and it's second down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This is taken at the 18. Shifts by him. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Raiders will take possession. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On second down, Lynch. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. To play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Tennessee after this. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. A first down throw for Mariota. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Mariota now to throw on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Mariota now on second down. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Dancing to his left. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that was excellent coverage right there, and he definitely did the right thing, showing that discretion is definitely the better part of valor. Threw it away, preserved the opportunity to kick for a field goal.
And excellent coverage. And right now the human is controlling the defense, so good job, human. And Suckup will put this one right through, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot here before half for Carr. Trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Fresh set of downs here. To throw Mariota. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And the Raiders have got him. Bruce Irvin in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Mariota to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. The 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
And his throw here's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on second and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a third and goal here. Here is Lynch on third and goal. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota on the move to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Here's Mariota. He's going to go for a bit, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Mariota. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On 2nd down, Mariota again. He dumps it off for Henry. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. To the air again, Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So out come the Raiders. They start the drive with Lynch. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Time running out here on the play clock. Running for it. Here's Lynch. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 2 yards on that play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing his car on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
On 1st down, Carr. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the rookie from USC, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The new Raider, Cordero Patterson, to return it. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Daquan Jones in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Looking deep for Crabtree. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Carr now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Denoris Searcy. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Now the Titans getting set to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit.
And this will be caught. It's Matthews for the Tennessee touchdown. Rashard Matthews, 31 yards. Now the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the...
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Jarrell Casey in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Carr. Throw, but incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Out come the Titans now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action here on first down. Steps and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Mario Edwards in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Second down, Mariota. Room past the 20. And Davis has it over the middle. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Now Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bruce Irvin getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And at this stage of the game, Time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Throwing is Mariota. Goes underneath for Henry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Mariota now to the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Brett Kern now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. A first down carry for Henry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Mariota gives to Henry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. All right, so then instead of a 2-score lead in the waning moments, that miss means they're going to need to sweat this one out after all, partner.
Nothing comes easy in this league. That could turn out to be a miss of disastrous proportions. So now they need to call on their defense one last time to bail them out.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And partner, this first...
Montana.
You know, I'm like, yeah, nice P, you know?
What up, Pink?
Man.
Skateboard.